Hey team, I'm Kel, and welcome to the first video on the channel. We're going to kick things off by showing you how to send or how to create a system that generates highly customizable proposal documents that you can send to your prospects, clients, people of this nature. An automation like this sort of applies to a wide range of businesses. It doesn't have to be proposals that we're sending. It can be invoices. It could be any sort of document. This workflow is super customizable, and yeah, let's just get into it. Hey team, how's it going? My name's Kel. I'm a process automation engineer based out of Brisbane, Australia, and welcome to the channel, I guess. To kick things off, I'm going to be showing you how to build a automatic proposal generator using Typeform, ChatGPT, and PandaDoc. This automation is one that has saved me a bunch of time in my own business as a automation developer. This automation isn't limited to just sending proposals. You could edit the final document to send invoices, projects like scope of work, anything really. This automation is super flexible. So enough of me rambling. Let's just get into it. All right, so this is what our automation will look like at the end. Let me just drag this here, give you a little demo on how this will work. Cool. Just open up my Gmail. Here we go. Open the document. Excuse me. All right, cool. So here we go. This is what your final product's going to look like, or something similar. We have our front page, problem page, solution page, timeline, and payment page. And a couple of, in PandaDoc, you can just sign right here, and then it'll take you to a payment page as well, which is why I like to use it. All right, guys, let's get into the build. But first, we're going to start off by just coming down here, going to Typeform, and go Watch Responses. We're then going to grab our form ID. For this one, it will be a discovery call. From now on, we're then going to go to our sleep. Set that to 3 seconds, why not? And then we'll go to another Typeform module saying list responses. Form ID, discovery call. And then just hit save. Cool. So to create a form in Typeform, you want to sign up, create an account. Okay, guys, so we've got our Typeform watch responses and list responses here. It's super simple to create a Typeform, to sign up. The first thing they'll ask you to do is to create a form. But what we'll do now is that we'll go through and answer this one. This is one I use sort of like on a sales call with somebody. So like while I'm on the sales call with them, I'll answer the questions to the best of my abilities while I'm on the sales call with them. And by the time they've hopped off, they've got an email sitting there waiting for them with a proposal document. So let's just go with the classic Sally Sampson. Use my Gmail, and we'll just go that fake one I made there. Cool, Palms Marketing. Outcome of the call was send proposal. This one here is just for my purposes. I want to keep track of, did I send a proposal, was not a fit, meeting flaked, because in the long term I want to optimize. We'll hit OK here. So based in a one-sentence description of their business, funds marketing runs, provides social media marketing services for landscapers in the greater Brisbane area. What is their problem? Currently, they are suffering from a backlog of admin tasks. Specifically, what should they be suffering from? Let's think about this for a second. Let's go with something suffering from a backlog of invoices that need to be processed and payment collected. Cool. What's the proposed solution? Create an automated invoicing system that generates, sends, organizes, additional features may include automated email sequences, multi-stage follow-up. Cool. Platforms we'll be using will be for development. We'll be using make.com, and for document creation will be PandaDoc. For that, we'll just say 1500. Ooh. 1 second. Cool. No additional cost, just for the sake of the video. Cool. Alright, so now we can pop back into make.com. And what we're going to want to do is create a chatGPT completion. Model, we'll go with GPT-4. That's not what we want. Gosh, does anyone else's computer run super slow when they're using Loom? Or is it just me? Cool. Max tokens. Give it a sec. Alright, so now we want to prompt ChatGPT. Something like, you are a helpful, intelligent writing assistant that takes in data from a type form outputs JSON. Parentheses, you are not to use the word JSON output at all. So that last bit is just to ensure, because I've seen it before, it happens to me all the time. ChatGPT, when it outputs in JSON, will literally say JSON at the top of its output, and for whatever reason, that bugs make out something chronic. So we'll go with that. Our next message will be developer and system. Okay, I'm just going to copy paste this one over. Now my prompts aren't exactly like perfectly formatted, but they get the job done. Just read this one through to you. You will need to expand on the short form answers provided. You will need to create technical sounding versions of each of the following responses: client problem and proposed solution, and project description. We're going to put a 5-word maximum, use Spartan-like language, and capitalize each word as it is the title for the proposal. You will need to keep the following answers in mind for context: the business description and the business name. Cool. Our next one. This is the format we want it to follow. What is it? Let's go like this a little bit. Yeah, that's better. Okay, here's the format your output must follow. Parentheses, client problem, proposed solution, project description, project description. Cool. We have one more message we need to send. That's a user role. And this one, I don't know how copy pastable it'll be. Cool. So business name. I see. All right. So we'll just save that for now. And then we'll just hit run. Okay, so we'll unlink that, drag our trigger over, hit run on this module. You just set the limit to 1. Yeah, sweet. Hit save. Run this module again. As you can see, when I opened that up, it had like 6 or 7 different ones there. So mappable answers. Cool. We can see we've got our mappable answers here. We have Sally Sampson, my email address, Palms Marketing, and then all the information that we punched in on Typeform. Cool. So we come over here and we should be able to drag and drop our modules in. Come down here, so the business name, we'll want to drag in this one. Cool. Done, so hit save. And then we'll run this module. Oh, no, we won't. Content. See, it's done it there. It's output J. It's put JSON right there. I don't know why it does it, but we'll see how we go. Done. Perfect. So from here, we're going to use our parse JSON module. Come down here to message, and then content. Save. And then let's run once more. See what errors we get. Cool. So our output actually looks pretty good. You can see that it followed the format as requested. So why is it saying it's not valid in JSON? All right. We're going to put a little ignore errors here. And then see what happens anyway. Let's see if we can set some variables off that. Actually, no, we won't. We'll just run this again and see what happens. Okay, see, that time it worked. I'm not sure what the go was then. Cool, perfect too. Client problem, proposed solution, and project description. Just like that. Happy days. So from there, we are going to come over and go set multiple variables. First variable name is going to be client problem. And we're going to drag that in. Add item. Proposed solution. And our project description. Click save. Then we're going to go to our PandaDoc, create a document. This is going to be a proposal for, and then what we'll do is drag in the first name there. Let's go with our proposal template. We'll drag in our client email. I'll show you how to add all the variables after we've got this flow built in the PandaDoc template. So client email, client problem, project description, solution. Cool. The client company will be this one. First name, that one. Last name, that one. Alright, dope. So far, we have an automation that will generate, will take the typeform responses, use ChatGPT to expand upon the short form answers, pass that into JSON, set a bunch of variables, and then send those variables to the Panda document. So our next step will be another GPT module. Let's stretch these out. We'll go for create another completion. Message developer. I've got all my prompts over here on my other screen, so I'll copy paste them in, and you guys can either read them as I go through or just pause and punch them in yourself. Cool, so you are a helpful, intelligent writing assistant that creates timeline milestones based off project descriptions. You are to output JSON, but do not use the word JSON in your answer. It's the same as the last prompt, just worded a little bit differently. Our next prompt will be the system prompt. So we're going to create 4 technical sounding milestones for our automation based on the following JSON. Please note you are not to put estimated times or anything of that nature. Each milestone should be 5 to 7 words in length. Cool. So I'm going to hit a full stop there. Come over to our JSON. We're going to go client problem and proposed solution. And then we're going to create one more prompt. This will be a user prompt. Basically, same as before, this is the format that we want it to output in. Hit save. Unlink that one. Let's hit run, see what happens. Cool. Got an error. So what we'll do is we'll save that, hit refresh, and see if it comes back without spitting this error at us. Alright, we're back. Let's hit run. Hopefully it doesn't get cranky. Yep, we're getting that one again. If anyone that watches this can see why this isn't properly formatted, let me know. Oh. Mate. Alright, let's edit these prompts, see if something's going weird. Alright guys, got it working. Literally all I did, for whatever reason, this made it work. Alright guys, all I did to fix this was in capitals tell ChatGPT only output JSON and nothing else, and then it just worked. So make sense of that, if you will. So what we're going to do is come back over to this one. We can see here we have our client problem, proposed solution, and project description, all passed out nice and neat. In the next module, we then request that it makes up some milestones for us. And where are they? Cool. And we have our result here. Milestone 1, design integrated invoicing automation framework. Milestone 2, implement automated invoice generation module. Milestone 3, develop a multi-stage email follow-up system. And milestone 4, test and optimize invoicing automation process. Sounds fancy to me. Anyone who has worked on projects like this or has seen these proposal documents before knows that the timeline is just gobbledygook, and projects never run to the timeline. The milestones mean nothing, so we might as well AI generate it. It's about high ROI tasks. A normal proposal document like this might take you an hour and a half, possibly 2 hours to write out. This way, it's going to take 10 seconds. Even while you're on the sales call with someone, before they've even hopped off, this will be sitting in their email, which is just, for me as an automation developer, it's basically proof is in the pudding. I'm going to tell you that I can automate your business processes, and then as we're on a sales call, you're going to get a fully customized proposal document about the project we're thinking about working on together before we've even said goodbye. So yeah, it's more of a show, don't tell, but this could apply to any of the trade industries, any of the agencies out there, whether you work in like marketing or back end, any of that sort of stuff. Like I said at the start of the video, the proposal document part of it is super customizable. We don't even have to use PandaDoc. You can use a Google Doc template. Anyway, back to the task at hand. We're now going to come in here and we're going to drag in our milestone 1. Where is it? We need to pass JSON. Pass the JSON. I can't believe typing that in capitals made it stop bugging out. That's wild. Cool, so now we've passed our JSON, we've got our 4 milestones that we can then drag in here. Where are they? Well, we'll just add all 4 of these while we're waiting for me to figure out why that's not appearing. Milestone 3. Milestone 4. Hit save. Let's hit run. There we go. Now they're there, so we can drag them in, drag them in, drag them in, and drag them in. Cool. From here, we should be all sweet to come over to our PandaDoc template. Where are they? Come to our proposal template. Cool. So this is just one of the basic templates on the available on PandaDoc. All you've got to do, so basically all these yellow highlighted areas are custom variables that I've created. You can see there we're going to have a project description, first name, last name, company, client company, the problem, the solution, our 4 milestones, and then description again, price, and then price. Cool. So if you want to create a custom variable, on the right hand side here is sort of your menu, and you'll be able to come to this section here and create a custom variable and call it client problem. Just hit add. There should be no dramas. You can see I've got 49 variables in this one. A bunch of them are sort of pre-packed by PandaDoc. So all these ones, the client first name, last name, all this stuff is already built in. Let's collapse some of this. Same with all the sender stuff. Same with the system stuff. But all the custom ones are sitting here. I like to separate it, or I did, with the capitalization, so I know what's mine and what's theirs. Okay, so that's how you create custom variables. You just square brackets anywhere on your page and punch it in. So you could do right here, and you can put in any of them. Put in client problem, description, solution. Pretty straightforward. PandaDoc does its best to make things as easy as possible for its users, which is why we like using it. All right, so we'll come back here, come to our PandaDoc. Alrighty. And we will put our milestones in. price will be this one here. Sweet, and then you have the option to like CC people in, send a document. Yes, subject, proposal for Sally. Let's go. Hey Sally, thanks for the call earlier. Here is the proposal document we discussed. Cheers, Kel. Something like that. Alright, now that we're ready to go, let's hit run. Alright, so we'll go into the email. See here, we've got an email from myself saying proposal for Sally via PandaDoc. Cool. 3 days later, it loads. So it says, Kel McCartney sent you a proposal for Sally. Hi Sally, thanks for the call earlier. Here is a proposal document we discussed. Open the document. Sweet. So we have our fully customized proposal document. We have an automated invoice management system for Sally Sampson of Palms Marketing, prepared by Kel McCartney. Sweet. So then we have our templated out section here, and then we have our customized part here. To be specific, here's what I believe are your issues. The client is experiencing a significant accumulation of unprocessed invoices, delaying payment collection and affecting cash flow. Solution: to implement a sophisticated automated invoicing system that efficiently generates, dispatches, and organizes invoices with potential integration of multi-stage follow-up email sequences. Cool. This section here is where I typically will put a whimsical flow diagram into my proposal so that the client can sort of see the thought process behind the automation before it's even started working and potentially point out anything they want changed. Here's our timeline. We have our first milestone, which is design automated invoicing system architecture. The second milestone, develop invoice generation and dispatch module. The third one, integrate multi-stage follow-up email sequence. And fourth, test and refine automation process compliance. Sounds nice and fancy. Down here we have our automated invoice management system, charging $1,500. We have our terms and conditions. And then we have our two signatures, which aren't working for some reason. Thanks for watching the video, guys. This is my first crack at this YouTube thing. So I appreciate anyone who watched all the way to the video. Give it a like, drop a comment, tell me I'm funny looking, whatever. This automation, like I said at the start of the video, this is a super customizable automation. The endpoint doesn't have to be PandaDoc. It can be Google Doc templates, something like that. It doesn't have to be a proposal. It can be an invoice. It can be, oh my God, you could write a movie script for something like this. So yeah, thanks for watching.